slate's full, we already locked in. Matt and Jake on the mic, let the show begin. Score, starters, who's hot and who's not. Burning daylight sports, give it everything we got. First pitch energy, no time to sleep. 15 games on the board, the grind don't cease. Don't waste the daylight, it is already on. Burning daylight sports, all day long. Two guys, one mic, straight talk, no filler. If they happen on the diamond, we gonna deliver. Don't waste the daylight, it is already on. Burning daylight sports, all day long. Two guys, one mic, straight talk, no filler. If they happen on the diamond, we gonna deliver.
Well, welcome back, Daylight Burners. This is BD Baseball for Wednesday, June 10th, 2026. A's got one back last night. It was an interesting day of baseball. Biggest storylines of the day: Braden Montgomery's dream debut for the White Sox. Rookie walked off the Braves, best team in baseball right now, with a 2-run homer in the 10th inning. He finished 2 for 5 with 3 RBI in his major league debut, and he became just the 5th player in MLB history to hit a walk-off homer in his debut. Atlanta had the lead 4-0, mostly behind Matt Olson's 2-run homer, but White Sox stole it late, and Ronald Acuna Jr. exited with a hamstring tightness. I was watching the Dodgers Pirates yesterday, and I quit watching too soon. Apparently, I was watching Skenes pitch. It was 2-2, all knotted up when I went to go do something else. Skenes went 6 innings, and then as soon as he left, the Dodgers got that ass. They put up 10 runs in an inning and ended up winning 12-3. 10 runs in the 7th inning. Freddie Freeman got career hit number 2,500. He's the only active player with 2,500 or more hits. Andy Pajes drove in 3, and Shohei Ohtani pitched in with another 2 after he got a stadium-wide Shohei sucks chant. Pittsburgh maybe regretting that one a little bit. Max Muncy also had 3 hits. Paul Skenes, pretty good outing. He went 6 innings, but bullpen came in and blew it is not quite a strong enough word for it. And more offensive fireworks in Las Vegas ballpark last night. A's rallied back after their 15-14 loss in 12 innings. Everything about that stat line had double digits, it seems like. But came back, beat Milwaukee 7-5 on 5 more home runs. So they've got 12 home runs in the last 2 days as a team. Tyler Soderstrom, Nick Kurtz also homers for the 3rd time. Kurtz's 3rd time in 2 games. I guess Soderstrom as well. Jonah Heim, Zack Gelof, and Henry Bolte also went deep. Bolte was his first big league home run. JT Ginn went 5 2/3, gave up 5, but bullpen backed him up, and Mason Barnett gets his first career save. A lot of young action going on in West Sacramento / Las Vegas, formerly known as Oakland, Kansas City, and Philadelphia A's. Some good pitching performances as well. Dylan Cease for the Jays went 6 innings, 1 run, and 11 Ks in his return off. I think he was on the IL for a minute. Dustin May for the Cardinals went 6 innings, shutout ball, 4 hits, 1 walk, 6 punch-outs. Logan Gilbert for the Mariners. God, I'm starting to hate the Mariners right now. 6 innings, 1 run, 3 hits. Nick Martinez for the Rays. Me and Jake called this game being pretty good, and I think the under did hit. Maybe that might have been the Phillies Rays that we called the under. Anyway, the Rays. Nick Martinez went 7. He went into the 7th. Went into the 8th maybe. It says 7+. We'll look at the box score here in just a second. 3 runs, 6 hits. Walbert Urania for the Angels went 5 scoreless. And Zach Wheeler, Phillies got the loss, but he went 6 innings, 1 run, no decision on the night. Pretty good day of baseball. Let's get into the rundown here. So, let's talk about some offensive performances as well. Let me pull that up on Twitter. I found a little nugget from Justin Havens with Baseball is Dead podcast. Had a little bit of a nugget about Dylan Dingler. So, anyways, yesterday he had 4 hits, 2 home runs, and 4 RBI. Braden Montgomery, we already mentioned him, but walk-off home run in his major league debut. He had 3 RBI on the day. Jack Caglione, that's a name that we talked about before he got called up a lot last year. Not much since, but he had 3 hits, 2 home runs, and a walk. Otto Lopez for the Marlins went 3 for 5 with 4 runs and the go-ahead RBI. Joe Mack for the Marlins was 4 for 4 with 3 runs. Matt Olson had 2 home runs in the loss by the Braves, and then Tyler Soderstrom and Nick Kurtz each homered again, both for the 3rd time in 2 games. And Randy Arozarena had 3 hits, including a game-winning home run in the 10th. So speaking of that, Mariners beat Seattle Mariners beat the Baltimore Orioles. Logan Gilbert, 6 innings, 1 run, 3 hits. Jose Ferrer blew up the save in the 9th. But Mariners still got the win. Talked about Arozarena. Mitch Garver also had a 3-run shot. Baltimore rallied in the 9th on a Kobe Mayo homer, and Samuel Basayo got an RBI. They got one more in the 10th, but they left the tying run hanging, and Mariners win 6-5. Oh, down in the desert. It's further south in the desert. I'll save the Dylan Dingler one for a minute, but Miami gets the win 10-6 over the Snakes. Fish over the Snakes. Max Meyer, we talked about him, possible trade piece coming up at the deadline. Went 5 1/3 innings, a 2-run ball, and Pete Fairbanks finished it off. Otto Lopez 3 for 5 with 4 runs and a go-ahead RBI in the 8th. Joe Mack was perfect, 4 for 4 with 3 runs, and Arizona got a big night from Ketel Marte again. He went 3 for 5 with 3 RBI, and also got homers from Corbin Carroll and Gabby Moreno, but not enough to stop the Fish. Over on the East Coast, we had the Red Sox and not the Rays. Tampa takes that one 4-3. Nick Martinez. Let me find the box score on that. All right, so Martinez went 7 innings, so he must have went out for the 8th and didn't record an out. 6 hits, 3 runs, all of them earned. Only 2 punch outs, no home runs. He's got a 2.43 ERA on the year. Ryan Valade went 3 for 4. Ben Williamson and Nick Fortes each had 2 hits and an RBI. If you've never heard of these guys, well, I really haven't either, because nobody pays attention to the Florida teams. Yandy Diaz, that's one I know. He reached base again, stretching his on-base streak to 23 games, which is the longest active streak in the MLB. Tyler Soderstrom's not far behind him, though. The Yankees continue to put it on the Indians, the Guardians, whatever you want to call that team out of Cleveland. They win 3-2, and Yankees bullpen closed it down. Camilo Doval throwing a scoreless 7th, and Fernando Cruz getting a 5-out save. Jazz Chisholm Jr. hit a go-ahead homer in the 8th, solo shot. And Spencer Jones hits his first major league home run. Yankees are the first team in the AL to get 40 wins. Let me see. Where is that game at? Garrett Cole was on the mound, I do believe. Yes, he went 4 innings, 5 hits, 2 runs, 2 walks, and 4 punch outs. How many pitches did he threw? He threw 83 pitches, so not very efficient at all. 5 hits, so he had some traffic. 5 hits and 2 walks. Yeah, that'll do it. Get the pitch count elevated, and he's coming off a Tommy John, I believe, is what he had last year. He struggled a little bit, but still enough to get the win. Guardians, Yankees fall. Yankees get the win 3-2. Guardians still 5 games over 500, still leading the Central, but being chased by the White Sox. And speaking of the Central, Tigers win big over their Central Division rivals. The Twins, they win 10-4. Troy Melton got the win despite allowing four runs over 5 innings. Dylan Dingler, 4 hits, 2 homers, 4 RBI. Kerry Carpenter hit a 2-run home run. Riley Green added to the party with a solo shot, and Gleyber Torres had a 2-run single. There was some offense on the other side, too. Byron Buxton, Josh Bell, Brooks Lee, and Cody Clemens all homered for the Twins, and Josh Bell hit career homer number 200. But the one I was telling you about earlier, so this is from Justin Havens. He's the J. Hay Kid on Twitter with the Baseball is Dead podcast. Dylan Dingler joins Rudy York in 1937 and 1938. As the only catchers in Tigers franchise history to have multiple career 4-hit games that included 2 home runs. Dingler is the only catcher in franchise history to do it twice in the same season. So he did it on the first and then again yesterday. He's the first catcher with multiple 4-hit, 2 home run games in the same season since Yasmani Grandal did it in 2016. And he is the 8th catcher in MLB history to do so. It joins Bill Dickey, Smokey Burgess, Darrell Porter, Mike Piazza, Todd Hundley, Pudge Rodriguez, Yasmani Grandal, and then, of course, Dylan Dingler. Dylan Dingler and Darrell Porter are the only catchers to have 2 such games in a 10-game span. Porter was a little more impressive because he did it on consecutive days on September 7th and 8th in 1977 in Seattle. So interesting little tidbit there. Tigers coming on now. They're only 11 games under 500. So we'll see if they can climb back in this race, and Skubal looks like he is set to return imminently. Dodgers at the Pirates. Where is that box score at? Where the hell are you? How am I missing that? There it is, right there. Okay. So Will Klein was the official, got the win with, he only threw an inning and a third. Paul Skenes allowed 2 runs through 6 innings. He left the game, and then the Pirates bullpen absolutely imploded. As I said before, they started the Shohei sucks chant, and that kicked off the start of a 10-run 7th inning. Freddie Freeman got his 2,500th hit. Andy Pages with a 2-run homer. Shohei Ohtani with 2 RBI, and then 3 hits from Matt Muncy. Pittsburgh got some offense as well. Not much, but they got a home run from Brian Reynolds, and then later back-to-back home runs from Brian Reynolds and Ryan O'Hearn. Man, that's just like a classic Paul Skenes story. Goes out, does his job, and he got a little bit of run support. But then they went ahead and did something like that. Lauer was the pitcher for the Doyers. He went 5 2/3, 3 hits, 2 runs, 5 punch outs, no walks. He did allow those 2 back-to-back home runs, but they were both solo shots, so not much damage done. Skenes went 6 hits, 2 runs. Both of them earned 2 walks and 7 punch outs. He's got a 2.84 ERA on the year, and that's a tough one. Like immediately after he leaves the game, they just went off. Another spoiled start up in Toronto. Where's that one? There we go. One of the best pitching matchups of the day for sure. Dylan Cease came back from a hamstring strain and punched out 11 innings over 6 runs, only allowing 1. Zach Wheeler was fantastic as well. He went 6 innings, 1-run ball. Philly took a 2-1 lead in the 9th on Bryson Stott's RBI double. But the Blue Jays answered in the bottom half. Brandon Valenzuela delivered a walk-off single, and Johan Duran blew his first save of the year after converting the first 16 chances. Philly's still looking pretty good. Blue Jays still trying to get back to 500, and rubber match going today. Cardinals at the Mets. Cardinals, Dustin May did fantastic. 6 innings, no runs, 4 hits, 1 walk, and 6 punch outs for his first win in almost 2 months. Lowered his ERA to a 4.21. On the offensive side, there was none from the Mets. Freddie Peralta, what was Freddie Peralta's line? He's got a 4.04 ERA, so not fantastic, not ideal, but not too terrible. Kind of expect a little more out of him. He went 6 innings, 6 hits, 6 runs, all of them earned. 2 walks, 5 punch outs, and allowed a home run to... Who got the home run? Burleson. Yeah, so on that note, Alec Burleson hit a 2-run home run. J.J. Weatherholt had a 2-run single. Jordan Walker added an RBI double, and Ivan Herrera reached base 5 times with 3 hits and 3 runs scored. And, yeah, Freddie Peralta got tagged up a little bit. Tough look for the fella. Mets continue to struggle. White Sox Braves. White Sox get it done in extra innings. Grant Taylor allowed the go-ahead run in the 10th, but got the win despite that after Montgomery with the walk-off. He stole the whole show. His MLB debut, 2 for 5, 3 RBIs, the walk-off home run. Miguel Vargas had a 2-run home run himself, and then over on the other side, Matt Olson homered twice, while Ozzie Albies and Michael Harris II each had 3 hits. White Sox the Braves still very good, but the White Sox, here they come. We're into June, and they're 4 games over 500, second place in the division, and I believe handily in the wild card race. All right. Royals Rangers. I'm not going to spend too much time on this because it's a gross series, but good job to the Royals. Hat tip to them, slowing down the Rangers as the A's needed. Nathan Eovaldi took the loss after KC finally got to him in the middle innings. Looks like they put up 4 in the 6th. Jack Caglione returned to the Royals lineup, made a pretty big statement. 3 hits and a walk, 2 of those hits being home runs. The second one was a 2-run shot in the 6th inning. Part of that, well, half of that 4-run 6th inning. Over on the Rangers side, Josh Young and Brandon Nimmo each had 2 hits apiece. Royals win 4-3. Out at Coors, Rockies getting a solid start from Tomoyuki Sugano. He gave 5+ innings, allowed 3 runs on 6 hits. Colin Ray for the Cubbies got hit pretty hard. 7 runs on 9 hits, 4 2/3 inning. Hunter Goodman and Ezekiel Tovar both homered early. Edward Julien drove in 3 runs. Willie Castro had 3 hits, and Kyle Karros added another 2. Over on the north side, Michael Busch hit a home run, but that was not much going on for the Cubbies. They are solidly in the June swoon category as we are through 9 days of the month. Over on the West Coast, Angels getting that ass 10-1 over the Astros. Love to see it. Kaiwei Tang got beat up. Walbert Urania threw 5 scoreless innings, and Kaiwei Tang gave up 7 runs. 5 of them earned over 4 innings. Angels jumped out to a 7-run lead. Oswald Peraza drove in 3. Joe Adell and Wade Meckler drove in 2 on their own as well. Sebastian Rivera had 2 hits before leaving with a wrist injury. Nolan Shonwell also exited with a calf issue. And I think Jared Neto had a pretty good game. Or Zach Neto, not Jared Neto. Jared Leto is a different person. Zach Neto, he went 1 for 3, 2 runs, and 1 for 3 with a walk and 2 runs scored. He's hitting .232 on the year. Not a stellar season, but he's been coming on of a late. Meckler is batting a .964 OPS for the Halos. Having himself a pretty nice little year for an otherwise pretty unremarkable A's team or Angels team. Too many A's in the mix there. Reds at the Padres. Reds clawing back, get the win 5-3. TJ Antone got the win, and Zach Maxwell earned his first major league save with a clean 11th inning. 11 innings it went. Sal Stewart hit the deciding 2-run homer in the 11th, and San Diego got RBIs from Samad Taylor, Jackson Merrill, and Fernando Tatis Jr. But the Padres have now lost 12 of 15, and only 2 games over 500, struggling mightily at the moment. Over in Oracle, Nationals beating up on the Giants 6-3. Washington staffed walked 7 and allowed 9 hits, but Andrew Alvarez and 4 relievers held San Francisco to just 3 runs. 3 runs over 4 1/3. On the offensive side, Luis Garcia Jr. had a 2-run homer on the 11th pitch of the game. James Wood had a fantastic day. Love to see it. I had him on my spin ball roster yesterday. He had 3 hits, scored twice. Dalen Lyle drove in 2 with a bases loaded walk and an RBI triple. Over on the Giants side, Bryce Eldridge hit a late solo home run, and Jung-Hoo Lee had 2 hits and drove in some runs. How many? We shall find out. Jung-Hoo Lee, 2 RBI on the day. And then to wrap it up, the A's getting it done in Las Vegas. JT Dien gets the win. He raised his ERA to a 3.15, allowing 5 runs in 5 2/3. But all things considered, that was a pretty good performance. Gasser got gassed. 5 total home runs for the A's, coming from Tyler Soderstrom, Nick Kurtz, Jonah Heim, Zack Gelof, and Henry Bolte. Bolte got his first major league home run. Jackson Churio hit one in the second inning. Yeah, a 2-run shot in the second inning. No, first inning. But other than that, Milwaukee had to play a little bit of small ball. The A's poured it on. Let me find the final stat line. Nick Kurtz is on an absolute tear. Tyler Soderstrom is playing on another level. Colby Thomas went 1 for 3. Nick Kurtz 1 for 3 with 2 walks and a run. He struck out once. Langoliers 1 for 5. He had 2 punch outs. Soderstrom 1 for 3, 2 RBIs and a walk. Max Muncy went over, but he got a walk. Jonah Heim had a nice night. 3 for 4, 2 runs and a solo home run off. Who did Heim hit his off of? I think Joel Kuhnel gave up another home run for. Gelof's the one that hit the home run off of Joel Kuhnel. Joel Kuhnel, who pitched for us the last time on the 4th of June at Wrigley, and then he got DFA'd, later traded for cash considerations, and he makes his first 2 appearances with the Brewers against the A's, and he surrendered a home run in both of those outings. He was just lighting it up there, though. He was running up there about 100 mile an hour, which he did not do with the A's. He was in like that 95, 96 mile an hour range, but he was gassing it up there, but he got caught. Gelof has I think a 13, maybe a 14 game hitting streak going. He went 1 for 4 with a home run. Struck out once. Bolte getting it done. 1 for 2, 2 RBI and a solo home run. It was a 2-run home run. Bolte, where you at? My daughter is in love with Henry Bolte. Yeah, he had it was a solo shot. Drove in another one. Solid offensive performance from the A's. Looking to win the rubber match tonight. And speaking of that, let's take a look at our probable pitchers. Right now, we got the Rays. Rasmussen's on the mound for the Rays. They are up 4-0, bottom of the 6th. They're at Tropicana. Is it Tropicana? Yeah, Minute Maid was the Astros park. Now it's like Daikin or something. And let me see the Yankees and Guardians. They're tied at 3-5, and the Nationals and Giants will start here in about an hour. So we had Jake Bennett on the mound for the Red Sox. I think he's already out of the game. Yes, Watson is pitching for the Red Sox right now. Carlos Rodon and Parker Messick were the starters for the Yankees and the Guardians, respectively. Over at Oracle, we got Foster Griffin pitching for the Nationals, facing off against Robbie Ray. Foster Griffin's got a great win-loss record, 7-2 on the year, 3.63 ERA, 69 punch-outs. Nice. And Robbie Ray for the Giants, he's 4-6 with a 4.12 ERA, 63 punch-outs on the year. I think the Nationals are going for a sweep. Don't quote me on that. Reds at the Padres. Padres really struggling, but so are the Reds. Brady Singer on the bump, facing off against Michael King. Gotta think the Padres are looking for the dub here, especially with Michael King on the mound. Brady Singer has not been good. 2-6 with the 5.89 ERA, 42 punch outs. Michael King been pretty solid, 4-5 on the record, which kind of sucks, but that is what it is. 3.41 ERA, 69 punch outs again. Nice. I'm looking for the Padres to bounce back on that one. Don't have a dog in that fight, but my betting side says probably take the Padres. Mariners at the Orioles, I believe. Are they going for a sweep? No, I think they're going for the series win. George Kirby on the bump. He's 5-5 record with a 4.04 ERA and 64 punch outs. Brandon Young for the Orioles, 4-1 record, 3.47 ERA, 37 punch outs. Orioles 6 games back of 500, trying to maintain some sort of relevance there in the American League East, and it's not working very well for them. Over in Pittsburgh, Shohei Ohtani taking the bump for the Doyers, 6-2 ERA, 6-2 record, 0.74 ERA, and 67 punch-outs on the year. He'll be facing off against Jared Jones. 1-0 record, 4.82 ERA, and 10 punch-outs. Pretty small sample size, I do believe. Down in Florida, D-backs at the Marlins, Snakes at the Fish. Ryan Nelson facing off against Ryan Gusto. Woof. I don't know how many appearances Gusto's had, but he's got 0-1 record, 10.80 ERA, only 5 punch-outs on the year. Looks to be a very small sample size. Ryan Nelson's 2-4 with a 4.60 ERA and 55 punch-outs. D-backs are 2 games over 500 and trying to just somewhat keep pace and not lose any further ground to the Dodgers, and it's not working very well for them either. Twins at the Tigers. Looks to be a bullpen game for the Twins. They'll be facing off against Framber Valdez, who's been kind of whatever for him this year, but the dude is a hell of a pitcher. He's got a 3-4 record, 4.21 ERA, and 59 punch-outs on the season. Let's see if that Tigers offense can keep rolling. They've started to look pretty good here in the last week or so. Phillies at the Blue Jays. Jesus Luzardo, kind of a Jekyll and Hyde type of deal, facing off against Max Scherzer. Mad Max is back on the mound. He's not been particularly good so far this year. 1-3 record with a 9.64 ERA and 10 punch-outs. Luzardo's 4-4 with a 5.46 and 80 punch-outs. Man, when he's good, he's really good. But when he gets tagged pretty hard, it seems like. Phillies looking to kind of keep right there in the wild card race and maybe chip away a little bit at that division lead. Not working very well for him. Probably going to have to settle for a wild card spot. Cardinals at the Mets. We got Andre Pallante facing off against Austin Warren. Warren, I don't know anything about him, but he's got a 1-2 record, 2.01 ERA, 23 punch outs. Looks to be a pretty small sample size. Pallante 6-4 on the year with a 3.96 ERA, 51 punch outs. He's been pretty good. Wouldn't say real good, but he hasn't been bad by any means. Another gross game with pretty good pitching matchup potentially. Texas at the Royals, or Rangers at the Royals. Mackenzie Gore on the bump for the Rangers, facing off against Seth Lugo. Gore's a 4-5 with a 4.23 ERA, 70 punch outs. And Lugo's 2-4 with a 3.91 and 64 punch outs on the year. Braves at the White Sox. Rubber match. Chris Sale on the bump, 8-4 record, 2.23 ERA and 87 punch outs. He has been excellent this year and looks to be a bullpen game for the White Sox. They're continuing to play pretty good ball without Murakami in the lineup. We'll see if they can keep it going, keep it competitive against the Braves. Yeah. All right. Over in Coors, Michael Lorenzen has been awful. 2-8 with an 8.01 ERA, 48 punch outs on the year. He's been slightly less bad on the road, but he's been horrific at Coors. Shota Imanaga, his last outing, the A's jumped all over him. He's 4-6 on the year with a 4.74 ERA, 74 punch outs. And Rockies looking to drive the Cubs to 500 for the first time since April. I don't expect Lorenzen to help him out much, but maybe they can outslug him. Shota Imanaga's been pretty much ass here lately, so keep it going, Shota. Keep sucking, and see if the boys can put up some runs Astros at the Angels. We got Peter Lambert on the mound facing off against Reed Detmers. I think Detmers just got called back from the IL. He's 2-5 on the year with a 4.26 ERA, 88 punch-outs. Got some real swing and miss stuff. Lambert's 5-4 with a 3.55 ERA, so a little bit better. 47 punch-outs on the year. I believe this is a 2 or 3 game series, so this will be the rubber match. Unless it's a 4 game, then I'll be wrong. Final game of the series for the Brewers and the A's. Be a 6:05 start Pacific time. Jack Perkins taking the mound for the A's. He's been mostly in the bullpen this year. Had his first start of the year last week. And it was okay. Wasn't good. Wasn't bad. Gave up some runs early. Had a couple unearned runs, but then he also gave up a big 2-run shot to Yordan Alvarez. Hard to blame the guy for that. Yordan Alvarez has hit home runs pretty much off of everybody, it seems like. They'll be facing off against Brandon Sproat, who has not been good for the Brewers. Let's hope. I'm hoping to see the ball fly some more there at Las Vegas Ballpark. Sproat's a 1-4 record with a 6.17 ERA, 54 punch-outs on the season. Let's hope Perkins can keep them in the yard. The Brewers are gonna get their runs, but they might nickel and dime you to death, and it's okay. It's okay as long as the boys keep mashing the ball. We'll be just fine. Really good stuff out of the bullpen from the young fellas last night. Elvis Alvarado came in pumping 101 several different times. Scoreless inning that he gave, and then Mason Barnett also with a solid showing, getting his first career save last night for the A's. Let's see it happen again. Hopefully Perkins can give us some length, because 6 guys out of the bullpen on Monday night, they're a little tired, but we'll see how that goes. That's all I've got for you today. So enjoy your baseball. It's hump day, and full slate. A lot of good games going on. So enjoy it and move your ass. We're burning daylight.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Son up, slate's full, we already locked in. Matt and Jake on the mic, let the show begin. Score, starters, who's hot and who's not. Burning daylight sports, give it everything we got. First pitch energy, no time to sleep. 15 games on the board, the grind don't cease. Don't waste the daylight, it is already on. Burning daylight sports, all day long. 2 guys, 1 mic, straight talk, no filler. If they happen on the dime, and we gonna deliver. Don't waste the daylight.